Step into the world of gaming with us on Steam Daily, where we're exploring the most exciting releases of 20 October 2023. The game Purple Place Classic Games is a nostalgic adventure featuring 3 exciting game modes: Kickmaster, become a pastry chef, bake delicious cakes, and decorate them to perfection. Choose from various flavors and toppings, progressing through levels of increasing difficulty. Memory Match, challenge your memory by matching cards on the board. Race against the clock with colorful designs and unlock new levels as you improve your memory skills. Fashion Frenzy, dive into the world of fashion as a stylist. Create stunning outfits from a wide selection of clothing, testing your fashion sense and aiming for high scores. These classic games offer endless entertainment. Whether baking cakes, testing memory, or showcasing your style, Purple Place promises fun for everyone. Let the games begin. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that the game Windows 7 Flashbacks lacks originality and quality, essentially duplicating old free games and selling them at a low value for money. While it may evoke nostalgia for some, it falls short in various aspects. Critics note that the misspelling of the original game's name, along with the replacement of key elements, reflects a lack of respect for the source material. Moreover, the graphics are criticized for being too bright, lacking detail, and featuring an unappealing color scheme. The changes in the user interface, particularly the alteration of design features, have affected the usability of the game, leading to disappointment among players who cherish the original versions. However, amidst the criticism, there are some enthusiastic reviews praising the game's visuals, music, and immersive gameplay. The vast world and various difficulty levels are highlighted as positive aspects, though the absence of a multiplayer feature is seen as a missed opportunity for social engagement. Additionally, concerns about the game's RAM requirements have been raised. Despite the mixed feedback, there remains a sentiment of fondness for the nostalgia the game attempts to capture. The game Silent Rain is a challenging hide-and-seek co-op horror game where players gather knowledge to progress through a haunted mansion. They must evade an enigmatic doctor while unraveling the mansion's mysteries. Teamwork and careful decision-making are crucial for survival as players utilize various objects to overcome challenges and escape the pursuit of the doctor. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that the game's art direction is on point and the atmosphere is dense. They suggest a few adjustments on gameplay. Some reviewers express being terrified at certain points, but find the game promising overall. They praise the game's unique concept and challenging nature. The ambience and atmosphere receive special appreciation. However, they point out that the solo mode needs improvement and there have been issues with achievements. The game is described as a terrifying and strategic co-op experience with immersive audio effects and enjoyable graphics. Players find the gameplay pleasant and easy to learn, and the intriguing storyline incites a desire to explore future maps. Despite these positive reviews, some criticize the game for not offering anything new and being filled with glitches even in its early access stage. The gameplay is praised for its difficulty and the need for players to read notes and journals to progress. Although the game is in early access and encounters occasional bugs, reviewers appreciate the potential of the core gameplay. Some suggest starting with a group of at least 3 people to grasp the mechanics. While the current version includes one house with sufficient complexity, players anticipate more maps and puzzles in the future. Despite mixed reviews, the game is considered enjoyable, especially when played with friends. Reviewers offer ratings ranging from 7.5/10 to 8.5/10, highlighting the game's potential for improvement. Some suggest that the killer's speed should be adjusted, and the graphics need enhancement. Despite its flaws, reviewers express excitement about the game's early access and look forward to its development. The game Out of Orbit is a space-themed adventure where players can design, build, and manage their own spacecraft. They can engage in various activities such as raiding, destroying, infiltrating, or stealing enemy spaceships, while also befriending or jeopardizing different factions. Exploring infinite, randomly generated universes is a key feature, with players having the freedom to board and destruct any spaceship. Other gameplay elements include resource collection, science experiments, character customization, faction interactions, crafting, survival mechanics, weapon upgrades, trading, and an in-game editor to create custom missions and spaceships. The game encourages community support and plans for continual growth and expansion. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that the game is a work in progress, suggesting caution regarding the autosave feature, advising players to turn it off and manually back up the progress. Despite this, the game offers enjoyable gameplay and an epic experience, with commendable mechanics such as spaceship customization, missions, and resource mining. The combat is engaging, incorporating sandbox elements, but the controls are criticized for their inefficiency. Reviewers highlight the need for better explanations about the game scope, a faster start, and more quality of life improvements, including enhanced UI and clearer upgrades. Overall, the game is considered a promising space adventure that holds potential for further development. Highly recommended for enthusiasts of the genre. The game Cattails Wildwood Story is a cozy life sim RPG where you become a cat, leading your colony into the mysterious Wildwood. Hunt prey, harvest herbs, collect treasures, and defend your home. Customize your town and befriend, date, or marry other cats. Unravel the mystery of the eerie voidling cats while nurturing plants and exploring dangerous mines. Personalize your den and capture territory, all to the backdrop of an original soundtrack featuring over 2 hours of kitten-inspired music. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that Cattails Wildwood Story is a significant improvement over its predecessor. The game excels in providing a more NPC-focused experience with engaging events and rival marriages. Players can enjoy a high level of customization for their colony, including altering the base tile, water, paths, and decorations. The game impressively keeps track of all collected items, encouraging completionists. The cat portraits are particularly praised for their beauty. The lack of passive skills makes the game easier at the start, but some reviewers find the overworld graphics to be a step down compared to the previous version. While the game is lauded for its accessibility settings and the ability to seamlessly switch between PC and Steam Deck, some minor improvements are suggested, such as a single press map button for controllers and clearer instructions for obtaining rare resources. Overall, Cattails Wildwood Story is commended for its customization options, aesthetic appeal, and variety of activities, making it a compelling choice for cat lovers and gamers alike. The game Zold is a tactical RPG infused with elements of card games and deck building. Set in the backdrop of a mirror city's collapse, players embark on a journey from Oz-Import, uncovering the secrets of a mysterious otherworldly cabal. Offering 4 distinct weapon classes, each equipped with a unique set of weapon cards, players can strategically utilize action points and a diverse array of cards to customize their battle style. With a non-grid battlefield, players can employ meticulous tactics to outmaneuver adversaries, while facing a diverse range of uniquely designed bosses and monsters that demand adaptive strategies for success. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that the combat in this game is decent, but the translation is messy and the monetization strategy is excessively greedy. Sweep tickets are expensive, hindering progress. Some enjoy the fan service elements, but the gacha system is a source of frustration. The game's mechanics, including the equipment/card system, are appreciated, but the requirement for grinding and the gated skip/auto mechanic behind an item are off-putting. Players complain about excessive tutorials and pop-ups, an energy bar system, and unbalanced level design. Some find the AI to be problematic and encounter obstacles that cannot be destroyed. Despite these issues, the visual art style and UI are commendable, and the gameplay combining turn-based RPG and card game elements is engaging. However, the English translation is criticized as poor, and the game's movement mechanics feel restrictive at times. The game Dual Run is a modern take on the asymmetrical multiplayer genre, featuring online PC and mobile gameplay. Players can choose to collaborate in teams to overcome powerful adversaries or revel in the excitement of single-handedly defeating an entire team. With the option to either steal or defend, players can strategize and employ various tactics, such as using unique abilities and tools to safeguard their treasures. The game's dynamic gameplay is enhanced by customizable characters and ever-changing maps, ensuring a diverse and engaging experience with every session. Dual Run's distinctive visual style, inspired by the aesthetics of renowned filmmaker Tim Burton, creates a captivating and unforgettable gaming atmosphere, replete with eccentric characters and mesmerizing landscapes. Please note that while Dual Run is free to play, access to certain character customization options and map features requires the purchase of the premium DLC. However, players can access premium maps for free if they join a game hosted by someone with the premium DLC. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that Dual Run is a good game to spend time on, with an interesting concept about blackbirds taking jewels from the Garden of Crosby to their base. They note that the game's mechanics can be initially confusing, but dropping jewels at the base is just a matter of pressing the spacebar. The role of the hunter in protecting the garden adds an engaging dynamic. Reviewers appreciate the detail that the blackbirds grow in size when they grab jewels. However, some find the game's design a bit confusing during gameplay. The menu music is appreciated, and the game is deemed an excellent party game, especially when played with a controller. Players connected to the game with friends and found it surprisingly fun and entertaining. Some reviewers describe it as a cool game overall, while others find it as a quirky pastime reminiscent of activities in upstate New York. The game Blood Red is an immersive co-op horror experience where players investigate the origins of dark ritual stones that have fallen from the sky, posing a threat to innocent lives. As agents of PFR and navigate atmospheric environments, craft ritual stones, and confront nightmarish demons in 1 4-player co-op gameplay. Detect the demon type, fight using melee or ranged weapons against dark companions, and craft ritual stones using gathered parts. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that this game is a great take on the ghost hunting genre, offering an engaging and immersive experience. The developers, seemingly new to the scene, have done an impressive job with this title, demonstrating a willingness to listen to feedback and improve the game. One of the standout features is the unpredictability of each playthrough, as the game ensures that no two experiences are the same. There's a palpable sense of potential for future updates and development, supported by a dedicated developer who prioritizes the game's quality over monetary gain. Players have found it difficult to put down the game, always wanting to strive for better results or explore new strategies. It's recommended to grab the game now before it gains widespread attention. Despite being in the testing phase, the game already offers an interesting twist on ghost hunting, especially when played with friends. Moreover, the game is reasonably priced, making it an accessible option for those interested in this genre. Overall, Cattails is one of the most creative and immersive horror games in recent times. The game GeoDepths takes players on a journey below the surface of a distant planet tasked with surveying for an interstellar mining corporation. As you dig deeper, unravel the mysteries and the fate of previous explorers. Pilot a drill to uncover resources, build up your base, explore diverse caves, and combine resources for research and upgrades. The game features first-person drill piloting and mining, resource management, base building, cave exploration, drill upgrading, researching, power management, alien plant farming, and environmental storytelling. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that the game is incredibly well designed and enjoyable. The mechanics are simple yet come together to create a well-crafted experience. Exploring for resources, mining, refining, and upgrading are key elements. The game features caves and unexpected lore, contributing to its appeal. Despite being the developer's first game, everything feels deliberate and polished. The music is particularly praised for enhancing the overall experience. However, some players feel that the game's length is short for its price. While the gameplay is relaxing and resource management is fun, some criticize the lack of depth and variety. The repetitive nature of material gathering and base building is highlighted, as well as the absence of any survival elements. There's a consensus that while the game has pleasant graphics and a lack of technical issues, it needs more diverse content and challenges to maintain long-term engagement. Some players find it lacking in variety, depth, and a compelling narrative. The game that time I got reincarnated as the Succubus is a tale of Sumaya, who, after being summoned to another world by the Succubus Melissa, finds herself transformed into a succubus. To return to her world, she must either accumulate 1,000,000 gold or enhance her succubus powers through immersive interactions with the inhabitants. Will Sumaya succeed in overcoming the challenges and finding her way home? And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that the time I got reincarnated as a succubus is a unique RPG experience, focusing on character transformation rather than combat. The game provides a user-friendly design and a wide variety of erotic content catering to diverse preferences within the adult gaming community. However, some players might find the absence of certain explicit scenes disappointing, and there are inconsistencies in the protagonist's character development. Despite its drawbacks, the game delivers on its central premise and is recommended for players intrigued by the theme and transformation aspects. The game RoundZ is a round-based zombie shooter that offers an immersive VR experience. Players battle through hordes of zombies, upgrade weapons, and face increasingly challenging rounds. The game features multiplayer mode, unique super weapons, and drivable vehicles, allowing players to team up against the zombie apocalypse. With a gradual difficulty curve and smooth controls, players can enjoy a heart-pounding adventure that tests their skills. RoundZ includes a tutorial for familiarizing with its functionalities and supports Oculus Quest and Rift as VR headsets, with plans for HTC Vive and Valve Index support in the near future. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that Quest 3's gameplay has potential, but the movement mechanics pose a significant challenge. They suggest implementing different movement modes and addressing compatibility issues with Virtual Desktop. Additionally, they emphasize the need for revised Oculus controller bindings to facilitate smoother navigation. Despite these setbacks, reviewers acknowledge the game's enjoyable elements, drawing comparisons to Call of Duty Zombies. However, some players encountered limitations with Quest headsets, hindering their ability to fully engage with the game. Despite these issues, the game still managed to provide entertainment, especially when played with mouse and keyboard. The game Peak 53 is a tactical shooter developed by Dirty Bird Games using UFF. It focuses on close-quarter combat and skill-based gameplay, emphasizing team communication. The game features immersive voiceovers, classic 8vs8 matches with 1 life per round, and classic map modes including suppression and demolition. Players have limited loadouts, and the game has a simple UI/HUD with purely skill-based mechanics. There are no heal buffs, shields, or other forms of protection, ensuring a level playing field. All weapons have similar performance, with slight adjustments for balancing. Classic lobby and in-game scoreboard systems are also included. And now we come to the reviews. reviewers are of the opinion that this game has significant issues. The developers have been accused of unfair behaviour and have a history of controversial practices. The game's cosmetic sets are expensive, and there are concerns about the developer's integrity. Despite its rough beginning, some players have found enjoyment in its indie-dev third-person shooter. However, the game has its share of bugs and lacks certain essential features such as a vote kick or banning system. Some reviewers have praised the game's potential, emphasizing its connection to the Succubus series. Others had expressed frustration over its catering exclusively to hardcore fans, lack of new maps, and the presence of in-game purchases despite significant bugs. Despite its flaws, there remains optimism about the game's future development. The game Titanic Room and 2 Orchestra for Dying at Sea is a tragic, first-person exploration experience with till to 40 minutes of gameplay. Set against a bass-blasted Celine Dion soundtrack, it features beloved and familiar characters from the original Titanic. With no jump scares but plenty to be scared of, the game evokes a range of emotions. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that the game offers limited activities apart from wandering and enjoying the music. Some pleasant tracks contribute to the experience, but a glitch in Chapter 6 disappointed some players. Despite this, the game is recommended for its unique blend of horror and comedy, creating an immersive, emotional journey in under an hour. The unsettling presence of a giant anglerfish and the eerie oceanic scenes with strange human-like features effectively evoke a sense of dread without overwhelming the player. However, some are left wanting more from the overall gameplay experience. The game Roody is a factory simulation where players design machine details. It offers a variety of blocks with unique functions that can be combined to create factories or vehicles. Players can experiment with the interactions between blocks, automate various tasks, and explore a sandbox world after completing the linear tutorial. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that the game provides a fresh take on open-world puzzle/automation gameplay reminiscent of playing Minecraft for the first time. The challenging tutorials are rewarding, emphasizing the importance of quick decision-making and problem-solving. The gameplay mechanics seamlessly blend automation and manual labor, creating a stimulating puzzle-solving experience. The game's progression is well-paced, allowing players to build up complexity at their own speed. The intricate recipe designs ensure that each task feels distinct and engaging, rather than repetitive. The inclusion of a research tree facilitates a smooth learning curve for beginners, while allowing experienced players to experiment freely. The game Topple Tactics is a physics-based multiplayer tower defense game. One player assumes the role of the huge player, setting up towers and using abilities to obstruct the path of the opposing little players. As a little player, you must navigate the tower defense track, continuously upgrading to combat the escalating challenges set by the huge player. With 5 diverse maps necessitating unique strategies, the game offers an array of features such as physics-based characters, PvP, extensive tower and ability options for the huge player, an expansive upgrade tree for the little player, character customization, and more. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that the game is very fun and simple, easy to play with friends, and offers an enjoyable experience. They praise the replayability and the non-repetitive nature of the game. The community is described as generous and supportive, although the price is considered high for certain regions. The gameplay mechanics are well designed, although some reviewers suggest more upgrade paths and tutorials for new players. Despite some issues, the game is recommended for its humor and enjoyable gameplay, particularly for those who like playing with friends. The music is also praised, and upcoming updates are eagerly anticipated. The game Garden Buddies is a serene oasis for nurturing a virtual garden and fostering companionship with adorable creatures, offering a healing experience for the mind and soul. Simplistic gameplay and a user-friendly interface provide a soothing escape from daily stress, promoting emotional well-being through various mindfulness exercises. With engaging narratives and charming interactions, Garden Buddies is a tranquil sanctuary for those seeking inner peace and balance. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that Garden Buddies is a charming, short incremental game that focuses on helping a green apple named Musty build friendships and nurture a garden. The game features 3 modes: Story Mode, Build Mode with no interruptions, and Free Build Mode. In the Story Mode, players collect flowers to redeem items and trigger mini-games, encouraging relaxation exercises during loading screens. However, some reviewers express disappointment in the game's brevity, lack of interactive elements, and limited variety of items and flowers. While praising the game's kid-friendly and educational aspects, they suggest potential improvements such as incorporating more educational content and expanding the game's features. Overall, Garden Buddies delivers a heartwarming experience with a focus on kindness and self-care, suitable primarily for a younger audience. The game Into the Dungeon is a cooperative roguelike deck builder set in a fantasy world teeming with mystical creatures. Its core elements include deck building, fast-paced card battles, and the challenge of roguelike permadeath. Players can enjoy both single-player and multiplayer modes, with a unique twist of real-time actions for all participants, promoting intense communication and coordination among teammates. In multiplayer mode, up to 4 heroes can embark on adventurous quests together, while in single-player, players brave the dungeon alone, restarting upon defeat. Stay updated on the game's development by joining the Into the Dungeon Discord, and don't forget to wishlist it on Steam. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that Into the Dungeon is ideally enjoyed with friends. The game receives frequent updates demonstrating the developer's commitment to balance and fun gameplay. It strikes a balance between Across the Obelisk and Slay the Spire, incorporating niche progression elements without demanding excessive playtime. Despite some need for further polishing and balancing, the game's potential as a classic roguelike dungeon crawler is evident. Players appreciate the option to play solo or cooperatively, relishing the well-designed cards and enjoyable art and music. The early access version is well developed with minimal bugs. With daily updates and a variety of playable classes, it offers engaging deck building experiences and smooth gameplay. However, some reviewers feel that the game lacks distinctive features presenting mechanics similar to other deck builders. They suggest improvements for multiplayer communication and clearer indications of player strategies. Several players face challenges, often restarting due to initial setbacks, expressing a desire for permanent card upgrades to enhance gameplay longevity. The game Fears to Fathom Ironbark Lookout is a part of the Fears to Fathom anthology, an episodic psychological horror game featuring a short story narrated by survivors. In this installment, Jack Nelson, a young fire lookout, senses something amiss in Ironbark State Park. Through exploration, driving, and conversations, players make choices that determine Jack's fate, navigating a first-person narrative with atmospheric environments and a VHS film aesthetic. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that the latest episode of the game, Fears to Fathom, represents a significant improvement from its predecessors, with enhanced detail and overall interactivity. However, some felt that the game deviated from its realistic and relatable setting, introducing more standard horror tropes that deflated attention. While the spooky atmosphere in the woods was appreciated, the appearance of some elements, like the cultist with oversized boots, felt somewhat comical and less menacing. Additionally, the lack of significant development in the narrative compared to the build-up led to mixed feelings among players. Despite these criticisms, the game was lauded for its engaging gameplay, humorous elements, and well-paced jump scares. Some players particularly enjoyed the addition of the boomer shooter minigame and the detailed ambience created by the developers. Nevertheless, there were minor complaints about certain repetitive aspects, such as the frequent bathroom scenes and confusing weather patterns. Overall, the episode received a mixed response, with some finding it less scary compared to previous episodes, but others appreciating its unique atmosphere and storytelling. The game Origami Lovers is a heartwarming journey where players search for their origami friend on a mysterious island. It features an engaging 3D platformer landscape with the ability to transform into various origami forms, each with unique skills and attributes. Players can enjoy a brief yet captivating experience, exploring hidden paths and collecting crowns. With different playstyles such as speedrunning and crown collection, there's something for everyone, including a challenging hardcore mode for those seeking an adrenaline rush. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that the game's origami-style graphics are visually appealing and unique. Speed running and leaderboard competitions add to the game's enjoyment. Players find satisfaction in demolishing objects with the Capricorn. Some express a desire for more levels. The game's cute visuals and emphasis on beating personal bests receive praise. The title's hidden secrets and collectibles add to its charm. However, some mention the game's brevity and minor camera issues. Overall, the cardboard aesthetic and engaging gameplay contribute to the game's appeal. The game Russian Warship is a comedic take on the war in Ukraine, incorporating popular jokes, including the well-known phrase about the Russian warship. It's a top-down shoot-'em-up game with tower defense elements, beginning at Titanic Island in the Black Sea. Players must fend off waves of enemy ships, fortify the island with upgraded weapons and turrets, and expand their defense to other territories to achieve victory in the war. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that the game Get the Toilet Cannon is a humorous and decent free game that is loved by many. Players can enjoy flipping Russian units the finger in this entertaining experience. The game has been rated 10/10 by several players, with one player, Dmitry Zheltobrikov, expressing particular enthusiasm. Some feedback suggests that the portrayal of black middle fingers is more powerful than white ones has raised concerns about racial insensitivity. However, the general sentiment remains positive, with the game being considered a must-have for collections. The game Hidden Cats in Spooky Town is a Halloween-themed adventure where players search for hidden cats in various spooky locations within the town. With over 970 hidden objects to find, players can enjoy different game modes, discover special cats, and unlock bonus levels. The game offers normal mode with 120 cats in fixed positions and free hints, as well as an advanced mode with 200 cats in random positions, 12 special cats unlocking bonus levels, and 20 city people to find and earn hints. Additionally, the game provides accessibility features such as dark mode, invert mouse zoom, mouse drag sensibility, and edge screen scrolling. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that Nuclear Studios' Hidden Cats and Spooky Town is a delightful addition to the beloved series, perfectly timed for the Halloween season. The game maintains the cherished gameplay style of the franchise while introducing Halloween-themed elements. With more than 970 cats and objects to find, including bonus levels, players can enjoy an engaging experience. Accessibility features such as colorblind mode, dark mode, edge screen scrolling, and mouse sensitivity options make the game inclusive for all players. However, some reviewers noted a static hidden cat counter at the top of the screen, which can sometimes obscure objects, though they expressed that this could be easily resolved. Despite minor glitches reported during pre-release versions, the game is generally well received for its adorable art, diverse levels, and interactive bonus scenes. The game's Detour Trapmaster Prologue is a thrilling deck-building experience where players craft their own unique trap-filled deck to defend various bases against hordes of enemies. With over 100 deadly traps and skills, 45 unique enemies, and a procedural generated system for extensive replayability, it promises an immersive and strategic adventure. Exciting upgrades, inscriptions, and a treasure system further enhance the gameplay, offering players the chance to become the Trapmaster. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that the game is initially challenging but becomes enjoyable once mastered. However, the unclear tutorial makes it difficult for beginners. Despite this, the game boasts good artwork and engaging gameplay. Some reviewers express potential for improvement and look forward to more content. One review unrelated to the game mentions a pie recipe. Another unrelated review seems to reference personal experience on an online platform. There's also a comment expressing a desire for better quality artwork and more intriguing content. The game Lively Chair Simulator is a challenging chair control simulation with both single and multiplayer modes. Master the art of moving chairs through various levels, including walking, running, jumping, and pushing boxes. Engage in multiplayer games like the 15 Amaze, Pushing Game, and the popular Stone Ball, a 5-for-team battle to earn points and secure victory. Enjoy simple 3D graphics, choose from 6 different chairs, and unlock achievements as you progress through the game. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that Cattails is a transformative game, offering an engaging experience within minutes of playing. Some players claimed it positively impacted their mental health and brought them joy. However, a few found it challenging to navigate certain aspects, especially with the camera controls, when not using a controller. Despite this, the game's potential for expansion, such as introducing new types of chairs, was appreciated. In terms of historical context, chairs have a rich history across different cultures and periods, showcasing a variety of designs and materials over time. The game Dead Signal is a thrilling adventure where players must monitor 20 cameras through the night, meeting hourly quarters and dealing with unexpected obstacles. They must move swiftly within their apartment complex, fixing errors and delivering packages, all while staying vigilant to survive the night. Set in a world where the dark it thrives, players work for an enigmatic employer, the Shade, navigating a precarious balance between meeting demands and staying alive. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that Dead Signal is an absolutely awesome game, particularly for those who enjoyed Welcome to the Game 2. The addition of the Masked Lady whispering and the rewarding sense of paranoia add to the appeal. The game's dialogues and storytelling immerse players in a real-time narrative, transitioning from a challenge to an exploration of the story. Adam's meticulousness and the fusion of elements from Welcome to the Game and Observation Duty have resulted in a successful amalgamation. However, there are concerns about the slow elevator, urging the developer to make necessary adjustments. Overall, the game is praised for its graphics, sound design, and balanced difficulty, making it worth the investment. For those experiencing performance issues, suggestions include going full screen, capping FPS at 60, and turning off VSync. The game Who's Abby is a narrative-driven experience combining the immersive exploration of walking simulators with the intricate interactivity of point-and-click adventures. Players join Tom on his relentless search for answers in a mysterious and ambiguous world. The game is currently in early access, with the prologue and 3 chapters available, inviting players to provide feedback for further development. The full release aims to include more levels, refined gameplay mechanics, polished graphics, and an expanded story. Who is Abby features narrative-driven gameplay, interactive exploration in beautifully detailed environments, and stunning graphics and sound, powered by Unreal Engine 5. And now we come to the reviews. reviewers are of the opinion that the game's early access release shows promise. It demands powerful hardware and a significant amount of disk space. The game features great voice acting and stunning graphics, although some key remapping and additional graphic options would have been appreciated. Despite its flaws, cautious recommendations are given due to its immersive world and meticulous attention to detail. The game is a walking simulator with adventure elements, where players explore and collect important objects automatically. However, optimization issues and lack of polish are noticeable, resulting in slow gameplay and poor text display. Gameplay challenges arise in certain stages due to backtracking, unclear objectives, and technical issues, especially in the third stage, where broken lightning makes it nearly unplayable. Despite these issues, the game's intriguing story, detailed environments, and interactive elements make it a solid choice, particularly for its price. The game I commissioned, Zombies 13, is a captivating hidden object adventure set in a fantastical world. Players are tasked with discovering over 700 bees and related items cleverly concealed within 7 stunning artworks. With an option to heighten the challenge by playing in the dark, this game promises an immersive experience with unique music and ambience for each painting. Players can use the mouse or keyboard controls to navigate the intricate landscapes and enjoy the flexibility of unlimited hints and multiple save slots. And now we come to the reviews.